Hi Taurus, this is going to be your mid-September 2021 reading. It is good for Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus sign of Taurus in tropical astrology. As always, please keep in mind this is a general message. It's not a personal reading meant for just one person, so it may not resonate with everyone that watches. This is just the energy that I'm picking up on at this time for your sign. Check your other placements if this does not resonate, Taurus. Any other part of your natal chart, you could find some messages that you need there as well. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link to my website is down in the description below this video. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Right now it's Soma Chandra Taurus, my Venetian ruled brothers and sisters. I love reading for you guys because I'm a Libra. We're both ruled by Venus. I always mention that when I read for you guys. I've never met a Taurus that I didn't just instantaneously love. We usually make fast friends with you guys. I'm sorry I haven't read for you in a couple of weeks. I kind of felt like you didn't need me. And sometimes I just feel that way about a sign. I just give them a little bit of breathing room. And I woke up this morning and I could feel you so strongly in my energy. I got really good vibes too. And I got a lot of really great downloads for you guys. And your reading is beautiful. I got two downloads for you, Taurus, that I want to tell you about when I was in meditation. First of all, I saw justice, the card of justice, and the card of the world, and I saw the Six of Cups as well. I feel as though, Taurus, you've spent the last couple of years maybe going through kind of a karmic squeeze where things got to a point where you knew that you had to create some endings in your life that would bring new beginnings in. And I do see that you are in the new beginnings. I feel like karmic justice has been served for you. I think some of you have finished out some cycles of karma and that you've been released from them. And now you're moving into a time of calm and truth. And that came out in the Wolf Feather Tarot deck. I also saw very strongly that I believe in the next 12 months, in particular in 2022, Taurus will find higher love. This could come in the form of a relationship. This could come in the form of the perfect place to live, your dream job coming into alignment with your soul's true purpose, a higher love, healthy love, happiness. Yeah, I see higher love coming in for you, and I feel like some of you have finished out some cycles of karma that might not have been easy for you, but you've done your time and the universe is releasing you from them. I was like, oh, that's really great. I loved those downloads. I also saw a song by the Beatles. It was We Can Work It Out. I love that song. So the lyrics are interesting. They talk about, Paul McCartney talks about asking you to see something from his point of view, and then he says, I'll try to see it from your point of view. This week, the middle of the month, you may have to do some negotiations, and you'll be asked to see something from another person's point of view, and you'll be asking them to see things from your point of view. It will take cooperation. It might be very emotional, and it might require some compromise as well. So find that song. It's by the Beatles. It's called We Can Work It Out. I can't for the life of me remember what album it's on, and my dad would kill me for not knowing. I was raised on their music. So yeah, We Can Work It Out. There'll be some things where that you'll have to cooperate. I just wanted to tell you the downloads that I saw for you before I got into the reading, because those things are part of the reading. Oh, hang on a second, you guys. Sorry, I had to close my office door, you guys. It was open. My kids are moving around out in my home. So what came out of this is the Wolf Feather Tarot deck. You guys should watch Wolf Feather Tarot. He is a good friend of mine. He gave us this deck. He gifted us this deck that I'm using for you today. His channel's great too. So out of the Wolf Feather Tarot deck, I have Forgiveness, Karma, Calm, and Robin, Truth. You may speak to a person named Robin. You may encounter a Robin in your yard or your property. It could be an omen. I feel as though you are in a time of forgiveness of things from your past, perhaps someone specific from your past. You are moving into a place of calm. You could be dealing with a Pisces perhaps, or a Sagittarius. And truth, that's the energy of Libra. I think you found your truth, Taurus. I think you found your calm. I think that you are being asked to forgive yourself for past transgressions, perhaps forgive another person. You do not have to forgive them face to face. I think forgiveness and karma is more about recognizing that anything you've ever been through with another person in your life has all been part of a greater lesson and a greater spiritual experience. And to see it from that point of view, you now know the truth. The truth will set you free and bring you calm and peace. I love that energy for you. They wanted me to use the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck for you as well. And I got 3 cards flew out. I only wanted 1 or 2, but I couldn't say no to you guys. The Lower World in reverse, the Rainbow, which is about happy endings, Pachamama, and the Upper World is at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like, hang on, I want to adjust my camera a little bit for you guys. There we go. I feel like you guys are coming out of a tough time. That karma and forgiveness card suggests it as well. It's like you can only go up from here. You have explored the lower world. You have explored your shadow side. You have explored the depths of sadness even, perhaps. Some of you are thinking about family as well. If this is about the past, you might be thinking about a time in your life where you felt like you had that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow and the Garden of Eden and Nirvana. Some of you had it all, but you were miserable and you knew that, and you may know that now. If that's how you've been feeling lately, the upper world is watching and it's calling to you, telling you that there can be a way out of this. But I feel as though you've calmly forgiven some things, you know the truth, and as a result, happy endings are on their way. Stability, you're going to make it after all. There will be happiness after all. They're saying, be very mindful of the blessings that you have in your life, but don't count on perfection. Right now with Pachamama, you're creating a beautiful world for yourself, putting things in your world one bit at a time, one plant at a time, one herb at a time, one rose bush at a time. I feel like you guys are creating something new and beautiful this week for yourself. With the world on the table, some of you are feeling very empathic right now, wanting to create happy endings and beauty for yourself, your loved ones, everyone around you. I think a lot of you are thinking worldwide even. Some of you may be considering donating to some organizations that offer relief to different parts of the world. You want to help. I hear my social justice warriors coming out really strongly. Yeah, my leaders, even my politicians, family members, or like being a leader in your own family, wanting to create this beautiful garden and create happiness in a world that sometimes looks like this. I think you are feeling optimistic, and you need to know that you're divinely guided. Well, I got a lot of downloads off of that. From the Moon Magic deck, which is a brand new deck, these are affirmations that Spirit believes represent what you're going through at this time. Gratefully, I surrender my struggle. I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. I know that's true. You're ruled by Venus. Abundance is important to Taurus. I see the gateway is open and the pathway is clear. My journey begins. I feel as though you guys are coming out of some difficult struggles and realizing I can make my own Garden of Eden anywhere. Life is what I make of it. I'm grateful for my time in the lower world, and now I'm open to abundance. I surrender struggle so that I can be responsive to new and beautiful things coming towards me. And I see that the gateway is open and the path is clear. My journey does begin, and the world and the fool are on the table. So I was like, I always do my oracle cards first, you guys, and then I drop the tarot. I actually spend a lot of time on a reading before I turn the camera on. And I take a lot of notes and I hide them over here because I want to make sure I tie it all together for you. I think you guys are starting this beautiful new journey in some part of your life, maybe many parts of your life. But at the center of everything for you is the moon, and the catalyst is the world, feeling very emotional. One of the first things I heard is that some of my feminines, my divine feminine Taurus, might be entering crone phase soon. which is a beautiful time. I feel as though with the world here, you are paused. It's like the sacred pause, the tectonic breath between one cycle and the next. You might be at a distance from something that's important to you. You might be considering travel, but you're not sure if it's the right time. With the moon of Pisces, there's a lot of untapped hidden potential, but the future might be uncertain for you. And when you do life review, you might feel confusion. You might feel as though some things are hidden from you. Things remain to be seen. You will feel very emotional when you think about the past, and you might be nervous about what the future brings. A lot of uncertainty. You will feel a heightened sense of intuition right now, Taurus. What's driving you is the Magician and the Four of Cups. Well, I think that you know that you have everything it takes to succeed in life as the Magician. I think you see yourself as someone that's good at planning and goal setting. I think that you really want to be the single catalyst for change. It's like you're ready to manifest, but for some reason, it's a little difficult for you with the moon and the Four of Cups, and what you're thinking about is the Nine of Swords. I think that you're anxious about your next moves in life, in particular this month. Some of you are a little bored and frustrated and wondering what's going on with an Aries, maybe Gemini or Virgo. I have Pisces and Virgo, Aries, or Gemini is the Magician for me. I think that you want to manifest, but I think that you have to emotionally reevaluate. I think it's difficult for you to realize you have to be the single catalyst for change. You might be feeling a little stuck emotionally right now. Watch out for day drinking. Thinking about, it's almost like knowing that you're the single catalyst for change brings a time of stress and emotional reevaluation for you. And maybe some insecurity with the moon. But something really cool happened in the recent past, but now, and then it's like, oh, wow, now I've really got to do it. Probably because you have to work some things out with other people. Recent past, I have the Chariot, Cancer, and the Ace of Wands. Some of you started something new that was pretty amazing recently. The Chariot is about victory and success, forward motion in our lives, leaving things behind that don't serve us, having a lot of control over all sides of ourselves, being in charge of our destiny, the GPS of our soul being turned on, and moving towards something new in our life with a lot of growth potential. You drove towards something. You might have left something behind as well. Or if this is in your subconscious, sometimes this placement is about what's happening in your subconscious mind and deep within. You want something new in your life and you want it to excite you. It will take a lot of momentum and force to get there. And you'll have to do it alone. You'll have to be the single catalyst for change. You know, the Four of Swords is about overthinking something a little bit and being stressed out. The Four of Cups is overfeeling something a little bit and maybe feeling a little stressed out, like, oh, I don't know. I'm not really sure if this is what I want. Well, deep within, you're being driven towards it. Taurus, even if you're uncertain and it makes you feel a bit insecure, with the moon here, you have a chance to go through this new portal into the upper world, into Pachamama, which is your own Garden of Eden. But what you're thinking about all the time is the Fool and the Nine of Swords. More Aries here. Some of you might be trying to conceive. This month is not the right time, I don't think. There might be some other stressors going on for those that are trying to have a baby, because I'm hearing like maiden mother crone phase for quite a few of my feminines. What I see here for you is you're thinking a lot about taking a leap of faith, reclaiming authenticity and originality. He looks very excited. The Fool is the most powerful card in the deck. Starting something brand new and exciting where you might even feel like a newbie. A new journey begins, but with it is a lot of stress and worry and anxiety. Some of you are just worried about one of your kids right now. They'll be okay. They're the Magician. Sometimes they might have bouts of mood swings, though. One of your kids just might have bought a car or gone off to college, and you're like, oh my God. I feel you, Taurus. It's okay. But I see that you're stressed out a bit about new beginnings. We all have to start somewhere. Address your fears and your worry and concern. Worry all by itself won't do anything, but you can take that emotion and get to the bottom of where it's coming from and allow it to create good boundaries, make a good plan, anything you can do to get rid of this worry. But I do see that you'll be worried about new beginnings. You're worried about being foolish, reckless, starting over. Emotional too, because the future remains unseen. I'm feeling you. Your next action, your main action for the middle of September is the Five of Wands and Strength. I think that's why I heard the song We Can Work It Out. There will be tension in the environment. The Five of Wands isn't the Five of Swords. And with the fives are about conflict, loss, and change. Always change with a five. Conflict, yes. Loss, possibly. Change, yes. You and some other people might be squaring off. You might feel like you don't have a lot in common with the people around you that you're dating, that you work with. You guys are just working stuff out. The Five of Wands is like dress rehearsal in life. Let's give it a go. Remember to try and be part of solutions and not part of problems. Remember that you don't live in an echo chamber and that other people will differ in opinion from you, and there'll be tension in a group dynamic. You're being challenged to be strong. Some of you may encounter a Leo. Some of you, I just heard North Node in Leo. Here's a really good time to exercise those traits and step outside of your own comfort zone. Strength is asking you to tame pride and raw emotion, feelings of inadequacy, feelings of desire. You're meant to be the gentling influence and be compassionate, be compassion in and of itself. You'll have to have strength of character during tough and tense moments. Not everyone's gonna agree this week, I think, and you'll just have to be strong through that. I can see that you want to manifest. This could also be inner conflict as well. It may take you strength to go through this new portal in the world, the ending that brings the new beginning. But I love the way you see yourself, and the environment really excited me. The Eight of Cups to the Sun. You've walked away from something. You are putting something behind you. This is not easy to do. Sometimes we have to walk away from something and not even know where we're going. And in the tarot, we go from an ace to a 10. So 8 cups are an awful lot of cups to walk away from. You might be very disappointed right now. But you feel like you've got to leave something behind so that you can step into the sunlight. Some of you are walking away from a Leo. Some of you, it could be about a son as well, one of your sons. I hear that right now. But I feel like you're walking away from what doesn't serve you, that disappoints you, and you're walking into clarity, happiness. When you leave behind which no longer serves you, it's like you become the breath of fresh air that you were looking for. The sun doesn't always feel great. It can be like the cold, hard light of day. Once you have clarity, you might be disappointed by what becomes clear, Taurus. But this clarity will bring happiness and an understanding. You are leaving something behind and moving into a time of joy and calm. That naked baby swinging on the sun. I love that. I think that you are moving into a time of optimism. It might be difficult for you to do as well. What came out in the environment absolutely confirmed what I saw about higher love coming in for you guys. I don't think it will come in this year, Taurus. I think it will come in next year because I've got the World and the Fool. And I feel like the Fool and the World keep following you guys around. Endings and new beginnings can take some time to work out. But hidden factors that you don't see, that you're not aware of, is the Lovers and the Ace of Pentacles. A Gemini could be coming into your life. But what Gemini teaches us is about love, harmony, and partnerships, that we have choices. And the Lovers represents true value alignment. The Ace of Pentacles is a seed that you can plant that manifests into abundance. This could be a divinely chosen partner. This could be the perfect job. The Lovers is coming into total alignment with love and harmony within yourself and someone close to you. I think a good relationship is on the horizon for you of some kind. I couldn't help myself. I had to get out my Arrows of Love Oracle deck and clarify this. I was like, can you be specific about this? Wings of Love, Guidance and Protection came out. The Real Deal. Yeah, that Ace of Pentacles and the Real Deal. This is an engagement or a serious relationship. Watch very soon. This person might wear a watch. This person might like jewelry. This person might be a Sagittarius, but not necessarily. Watch very soon. On the mend and plenty of fish in the sea. Here it is, transformative love. There it is. I told you. There's transformative love coming, even if it's coming from within yourself. Like you might realize that you're the diamond in the rough. Because you can do this and be single forever too, Taurus. Please know that. I think the universe is saying, be patient. Very soon, time is relative. Soon, that which you seek will come to you. Some of you are healing from something, or perhaps your divinely chosen partner or workplace or whatever this is for you is on the mend, or you're on the mend. There are plenty of fish in the sea. You're meant to find that which you seek. I think you're meant to be looking for it. You need to know that Spirit is guiding you towards what is right for you, so that you're being guided towards the real deal as opposed to just bullshit. And there might be some stuff you have to walk away from, Taurus, so that you can get to this divine love, the Lovers and the Ace of Pentacles, and you must look for it. You might not be ready because you might be on the mend, or again, that person coming towards you is on the mend, but it will be the real deal, and you're being divinely protected and guided towards this perfect match for you. I think you know that, and I think you're kind of waiting because your emotions for the middle of the month are the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Well, I do think that you'll be experiencing a lot of stability. Some of you will be spending a lot of time alone at home, because I have the Eight of Pentacles and the Hermit as well for your final outcome. I think that you are waiting for something to grow. I think that you're waiting for a harvest to be ready to pick. You're going to look over this and it's not quite ready. For some of you, these are investments. For some of you, you're thinking quite a bit about what you've invested in and why, wondering how some crops are going to turn up by the end of this year. And I also think that you're thinking about a homecoming, maybe with a person, perhaps family. You guys going to Burning Man? That's what that looks like to me. Like, man, it was fun out there in the desert. That's what I just heard. I think you are waiting for more stability to come into your lives. I think you do have stability now, but I think with the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, your patience might be tested. Like, well, when is this higher love coming, Soma Chandra? Watch very soon. Try not to watch the clock, though. The Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups is watching the clock. Live your life. Just live your life. Work out these other details and these endings and these new beginnings and what you're driving towards. Your final outcome for the middle of September is the Eight of Pentacles and the Hermit. I think you guys are going to be happy recluses to a large degree. I think you feel like you need to work alone. I think you're going to bury your head and focus and concentrate on your daily routine, work, school, in your home. I'm seeing a lot of you do like a spring cleaning or be very focused on the details of your life. I also think during times of work, I think some of you are going to be doing very meditative work. You might even be doing like yoga or meditative prayer. I think you're going to be doing a lot of self-reflection. I also just heard some of you will get your best work done at night, late at night. The Hermit is in this deck is late at night, and they're telling me to tell you that's okay. You'll walk away from it in the morning. Okay. Don't let your brain work all night. I do see that you guys will be in a time of self-reflection, transmuting knowledge that you've gained into wisdom. You might get some aha moments and deep spiritual upgrades. You might be kind of afraid of what the new beginnings bring for yourself or maybe someone around you that you care about, but you'll be focused on yourself and what you're working on, and I think that that'll bring you stability. Some of you will garden as well. And here you are, the Hierophant and the Six of Wands. I think someone around you might be watching your triumph and success right now, Taurus. A lot of wisdom. Some of you are going to be leaders in your community. Some of you are about to get a really great new job. One of your kids might get accepted to a college as well. I just heard that really strongly. You will be feeling confident moving into the middle of September. You will be feeling like you're part of something greater than yourself, very focused on your traditions, your wisdom, your core values, what you give to the world. Someone around you may watch this. Someone around you may come to you for advice. This could also be one of your kids or grandchildren. They could be an air sign watching you succeed. You may have something to teach them. Yeah. All right, Taurus, that's your reading for the middle of the month. I really like the way it turned out. Just let your journeys begin and be open and responsive to the abundance that the universe has for you. You know that that will only happen when you gratefully surrender any struggles. When you do that, you will have forgiveness. You will have truth. You will have calm. You will come out of the lower world and come into a time of emotional prosperity, happy endings. You see a light at the end of a tunnel, and you will step into your own Garden of Eden where you feel like you truly belong and you have what you need and you feel loved and supported by the upper world. I hope this reading helps you with that. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Taurus. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.